It's 4 o'clock in Los Angeles. It's 6 o'clock in Dallas, Texas. And it's 7 p.m. on the East Coast here in Philadelphia. Hello, everybody. I'm Mad Dog DeCipio. This is America's Podcast. What's the buzz tonight? The rise of the clones. We're going to talk about cloning. Are we really there yet? Are we really there, or have we been there and they just didn't tell us about it? We're going to find out tonight. And to help walk me through this muck and mire and the controversy that steeps about, our very own Johnny Depp lookalike tonight, Big Cal. Big Cal. Caleb Yater. How are you, Big Cal?
I'm doing all right. Had a busy day at work today. Got very productive.
Busy is good. Busy is good. It means you'll get paid next week. Or this week.
Hopefully, but probably next week.
Probably next week. There you go.
Days go by like minutes. I can't keep track anymore.
I know, right? It's crazy. Cal, we had a hell of a show last night talking about Jim Carrey.
Indeed.
And that show, funny enough, is a segue into tonight's show. When you're talking about cloning, replacing people, the perceived disappearance of people and other individuals who seem the same but different. Like in the case, for example, of Jim Carrey, I think clearly you and I have concluded it's not the same guy. It's just not. I also think that we can make an argument, a compelling argument, in fact, for one Mr. Jamie Foxx that doesn't look anything like he used to look like, nor does he sound like what he used to sound like. So, your thoughts on that? When you saw Jamie Foxx come back after his life and death experience, and they said that they're actually to the point, Cal, where some people reported his death.
It's not going to change your facial structure. This guy looks a lot like Jamie, but no cigar. I don't trust it. His career was starting to blow up after Django Unchained, and then he got into Spider-Man, and then after that, he was done. Why
was he done? Why was he done? That's the question. I think I have the answer to it, but why do you think he was done?
I mean, they just needed him temporarily, just like all of them.
Well, here's the official reason. Here's the reason I believe. Okay. If you followed the career of Jamie Foxx as I have, because I am a self-admitted videophile. I am a filmophobe. I mean, I watch a lot of video. I watch a lot of movies. I watch anything cinematic. I watch it. I do this all day long. I have every movie service you can think of, from the old to the very new, and I watch a lot of stuff. I saw him in Ray. He played Ray Charles. Okay. If you watch that movie, the movie Ray, and then you turn around and watch a film like Any Given Sunday, you can see some changes. You made a very good point. A lot can change about you, not your facial structure.
His skin tone got lighter. Got lighter.
Well, the skin tone, look what happened with Michael Jackson. We know that's possible. However, to the point where your facial structure isn't recognizable as it used to be, that you would have to literally, and I want people to understand what I'm saying here, you would literally have to break somebody's bones, their jaw, that you would have to break their cheekbones and reconstruct everything from scratch.
Yep.
To do this, okay? I don't think they're going to that length, because that's a process. I think it's just easier for them to kill somebody and find somebody to replace them, which we have seen historically throughout the record. Historically, back to The earliest known back to the 1940s. Okay. You know who Christine Jorgensen was?
I'm not familiar.
Christine Jorgensen used to be a man that became a woman. Okay. Christine Jorgensen used to be a man that became a woman. It was the first successful sex change operation in 1943. Hear what I'm saying to you. In 1943. So if they can do that in 1943, turning a man into a woman, then you tell me what's possible in 2026 with our technology. The sky's the limit. We've done shows about it here. The Pitbull and I have showed people before and after. Britney Spears before, Britney Spears after. People don't usually get taller as they get older. They usually get shorter as they get older. Okay? Avril Lavigne, you and I talked about Avril Lavigne. Avril Lavigne's spitting image, her look-alike, is 4 inches taller than Avril. Okay? But I know that Avril Lavigne is still around. I know this because she's often photographed with her body double, who is a spitting image of her. Okay? Katy Perry is another one. Katy Perry's body double is a dead ringer for her.
Which one went to space?
No, Katy went to I want to talk about that. Actually, I'm glad you brought it up. They didn't really go anywhere. They never left Earth.
Yeah, it's like the moon landing. It never happened.
Thank you. It never happened. And we're going to explore that because we'll save that for the end of the show. You and I'll talk about it. But Katy Perry's body double is a half a foot taller than she is. But her face looks just like her. Here's the thing. You put her on a stage, who's going to tell? You got one person on this big stage. That's how they get away with shit. It's called forced perspective. Forced perspective. People used to think Elvis Presley was 6'5". I got news for you. Elvis Presley was barely 5'10". Barely 5'10". He was like 5'9.5". Elvis, I'm going to give you another thing about Elvis, okay? Elvis had to wear lifts in his shoes to make him taller. You hear it?
Really?
Yeah. He wore lifts in his shoes since the 60s. Colonel Parker's idea.
Well, you got to be tall.
Elvis was only between 5'9" and 5'10". He wasn't even 6 foot. So they used to put 2-inch lifts in his shoes. Even when he was in the army, they made him taller. His army record says 6 foot. He was 5'9.5" for the actual record.
Is 5'9" short?
It's not 6 foot. 5'9" is tall compared to, like I'm 5'3". Okay, so everything after 5'4" is tall to me.
Oh, I'm 5'6".
Okay, well, my wife is 5'6". Okay, but here's the thing, though. It's all a matter of perspective. Cloning is not a new idea. It's not a new principle. It's been done with animals for decades. One of the first, I guess, for terms of what we're talking about tonight, and I guess for reference of time and space. Back in the day, back in the 70s, late 70s, early 80s, there was a sheep called Dolly the sheep. Okay.
I remember Dolly.
Okay. They cloned Dolly and made an exact what they call a splitting image of Dolly. Because literally, what they did with Dolly was they split her gene, her chromosome, directly in half. They had the technology in the 70s to split chromosomes to make a twin, to create a twin of Dolly. And I got news for you. That sheep lived a very, very long time. In fact, I think Dolly died first, and then the clone. But to put things into perspective, let me just put things so we understand what we're talking about here. All right. Scientists are currently using cloning to resurrect, and this is all, I want to caveat this. This is all from the government perspective, but then we're going to get into the conspiracy and the truth behind the conspiracy. Scientists are using cloning to resurrect endangered and extinct species. Science Focus notes that this rise of the clone includes Elizabeth Ann, a black-footed ferret cloned from a 30-year-old frozen cell and restored to genetic diversity in her species. Okay, that's one. Kurt A. Przowski's horse, cloned from cells frozen 40 years ago to help the last truly wild horse species survive. These are all real stories. You can check them out.
That's crazy.
The De-Extinction Project. You're going to love this one. This is real. This is happening right now as we speak.
Dinosaurs?
No, you're close, though. The woolly mammoth.
Oh, I've known about that since like third grade.
Here's what you don't know. Here's what you don't know. They successfully replicated the woolly mammoth. They have a living woolly mammoth. Okay? That's for real. There is a living, breathing, blood, fur, flesh woolly mammoth. It's called the De-Extinction Project. Okay. In certain industries, cloning isn't just experimental. It's a business model. And this is the thing, Cal. I want you to hold on to that. It's a business model. Elite sniffer dogs. Companies like Soam Biotech, Soam, Soam Biotech, have produced hundreds, not just a few, literally hundreds of cloned dogs whose instinctual nature is to sniff out drugs, bombs, and other illegal substances. Okay? These clones now patrol airports in Japan, China, South Korea, and the United States of America. Okay? Cloned. Dogs cloned from single cells. You hear what we're saying here?
Wow.
Those dogs you see at the airport, 95% of them were cloned. Okay. Here's the other thing cloning's used for. I want to talk a little bit about this. Medical breakthroughs. In medicine, particularly the Harvard Medical School, uses the term clonal hematopoiesis to describe a phenomenon where a single mutated stem begins to outcompete the original or normal blood cell. As we talked about with Dolly the sheep, the clone lived longer than Dolly.
Okay, if you can split the atoms, then you can literally take out genetic anomalies.
And that's exactly what they're doing. That's exactly what they're doing. They're making human defects a thing of the past. They're making animal defects a thing of the past. There will be no imperfections at the rate it's going. Kids that were born with mongoloid disease will no longer be born with mongoloid disease. Mental retardation won't exist anymore. Autism will not exist anymore. Hypertension will not exist anymore. ADHD will no longer exist. All of these things that we consider frailties, for lack of a better term, and I can use another term, but I hasten to use it because it just doesn't sound right. But if you can take these frailties out of the equation and create perfect people, well, can't you create perfect weapons too? What do you say about that, Cal? It's radio. You have to talk.
I mean, yeah, they're
I have to, folks, I have to tell him every night. He forgets this is radio because he sees there's a camera in his face right now.
So China, they're supposedly breeding super soldiers, people that
by the thousands.
Yeah.
By the thousands. Ruffians here. Ruffian. People's pets that to clone, yes. And we're actually, believe it or not, Ruffian, we're actually talking about this. Ruffian brings up a point. There are rumors of a project to clone people's pets that have passed away. This is absolutely true, and it's happening now. It's part of a project I just talked about called the De-Extinction Project, where they can take the DNA of your dead animal and resurrect it back to life.
That's unethical. It's not going to be the same animal.
Well, wait a minute now. Hold on. Rise of the Clones or playing God or saving a species? Which is it? Is it Rise of the Clones, Cal? Or are they playing God or saving a species?
They're playing God.
Well, says you. I can make the argument that they're saving a species. Why? Because if you take away all infirmity, people live longer, people prosper longer. There will be no sickness. There will be none of this illness that kills little children. Cancer will be a thing of the past. Do you realize the legal, moral, ethical, and spiritual implications of what we're talking about? Let me tell you, you remember the movie Jodie Foster did a film called Contact?
I have never actually seen Contact.
You want to see it. You want to see it. And I'll tell you why. In this film, remember, it's about a woman who wants to go to space and who thinks that she has been to space. But the people deciding whether she goes to space are lawyers, politicians, judges, priests, rabbis, ministers, and other spiritual clerics around a table presided by, the President of the United States. Okay?
I might have to watch this movie.
You want to watch it. You want to watch this film. It is, Cal, my brain is a sponge when it comes to film. All I do is absorb film. You think I should be the actor instead of you, young man. So let me ask you this then. You and I have a little dialogue here.
All right.
So is it really unethical from a humanity standpoint? Can it be construed as let me ask you this question. It's a two-pronged question. A, can it be construed as unethical? B, can it also be construed as a life-saving measure?
I understand that it has the potential to be a life-saving measure, but honestly, we as human beings, we have proven to not be able to handle this kind of responsibility. I feel like, this gets into the wrong hands and we're all fucked.
Case in point. Make a case in point for me. Help me understand.
I mean, we got China literally breeding super soldiers that are meant to be stronger, faster, impervious to damage, you know,
I'll
the
give you
wrong.
one. I'll give you one. Perfect. Perfect scenario. Listen to this one. Terminator: Rise of the Machines.
Great movie.
What are the machines? What are the machines? They're exoskeletons with human DNA in their brain. They only know one thing: kill, maim, destroy, repeat. But guess what, Cal? I got some news for you, my young friend. The
Huh.
United States military, that's all they do. Kill, maim, destroy, repeat. That's what they do. That's what the military does. Their job is to kill, protect your country, kill the bad guy. Just like the police. The police don't go out there killing the good guy, they kill the bad guy. Shoot the bad guy. Okay, I'm down with that. I'm all
Agreed.
about taking the
Agreed.
bad.
We do need law enforcement.
I have no qualms. I have no problem with the police or the military killing, shooting, or maiming anyone if they do something horrendous, like kill a child or an elderly person, or kill their entire family for no reason, just because
Agreed.
literally the woman's defense one time, she literally said, "The devil made me do it." It was like a line from Flip Wilson. Remember Flip Wilson, Geraldine? The devil made me do it.
Yeah, there's no coming back from that. There's no
That's the
rehabilitation.
that's the downside, Cal. That's the downside. There's no coming back from it,
Like
bro.
after, like that very first time you eat human flesh knowingly, I'm sorry, you're a
Right?
cannibal.
Well, here you go. Here you go. The idea of cloning centers is something that the conspiracy theorists have often in their, and I will take both sides of the story, in their argument against cloning. Oftentimes, the conspiracy theorists will say cloning centers grow human replacements. Okay, well, let's explore this. One of the darkest claims. Well, here we go. I want you to listen to me and then just take it as serious. I know it's kind of funny to think about it.
Oh no,
Take
no,
it,
no. I'm completely serious. I the fact that we're touching this, I'm like, oh man.
yeah. One of the darkest claims among conspiracy theorists, and brace yourself, folks, if you haven't heard it. One of the darkest claims is that there are secret facilities around the country, some above, hiding in plain sight, some literally underground in DUMBS. If you don't know what that means, deep underground military base system, that's called DUMS. And if the military ever came up with an acronym that was right on target, fucking DUMS was the right one.
Like what, DUMBS?
Deep Underground Military Base System, DUMBS. And as I said, Cal, and I'll say it again, if the military ever came up with an acronym that was right on target, truth in advertising, DUMS is it. Fucking DUMS is it. So here's the
Wow.
thing. Here's what they're saying. I can't make this up. I swear to you, I can't. I'm you guys on radio. I got my hand up, okay, to heaven. Oh God, there you go.
I've got a theory.
Conspiracy theorists believe these claims implicitly. They think they exist. They believe that there are labs that grow human tissue. One film reference here. You're going to love this one, Cal. There's the film reference: Invasion of the Body Snatchers, where they
Mm,
used to grow people on a pod farm. Okay, they were using the word pod farm way before anybody was using the word pod.
well, my question is,
Yeah.
where are they getting all of this DNA to clone people? You
How
know,
many? I'll tell you where they're getting them.
Planned Parenthood?
No,
No?
no, they're getting them right off the street. How many people do you know go missing every single year? We just saw it. We just saw it. Savannah Guthrie's mother still missing. Nobody knows where she went, who took her, but I'll bet you followed the money, followed the paper trail. I believe they clone people all the time. It's not. No, it's not difficult at all, Kenneth. Kenneth
Maybe
Jarrett Singleton is one of the brightest guys I know. I say it every time he comes on here, but it's the truth. And no, and it's not difficult at all. All you need is a gene cell, stem cell, or a chromosome, because you can split any of those to create a twin. And essentially, that's what a clone is. It's a twin.
I wonder if I'm a clone.
No, you're not.
Okay,
You're
cool.
just a guy who happens to look like a famous guy. Do you know how I know? Because I know another guy who looks like the same famous guy, Danny Lopez. And I know you and Danny ain't related. But you look more like Danny than you do Johnny, so, but that's okay. You still look like Johnny. But here's the thing. Kenneth brings up a really good point. It's not difficult. And I showed you before Kenneth got here exactly how it's done. And by the way, you can take this genetic mutation, putting it into a living adult human being, and over a 3 to 6 year period, the person whose DNA you put inside this living person will start to mimic and take on the characterization of the person that you've injected them with. It happens all the time. We see it all the time in animal research. Dolly the sheep. Kenneth, you remember Dolly the sheep? Talk to me, brother. Here's another one. We're talking about Jamie Foxx. Talking about last night, we talked about Jim Carrey, right? Celebrity replacements. This is the big one. It's number one on the list, by the way. Celebrity replacement clones.
Do you have any pictures of Jamie that you can put up?
I do. But let me read this first, because then I'm going to read this. Then I want you to talk while I grab this photo. Very popular internet theories claim that these following celebrities, and these are the top three. I'm sorry, the top four. These following celebrities have been cloned according to conspiracy theorists. They are replaced by clones A if they die, B if they rebel against the system, or C become too difficult to control. People often cite the following four people as the top four: Jamie Foxx, Eminem, Nicki Minaj, Kanye West. There's a bigger list, by the way, but those are the main four. They also include Avril Lavigne, Britney Spears. They include people like, oh dear God, oh, what is his name? Shit.
Andy Kaufman?
No, not Kaufman. I knew Andy Kaufman. Um, what's his name? Zuckerberg. They claim that Mark Zuckerberg is a clone.
He's not even human.
Well, I don't think he is either. He looks like an alien to me anyway. At the very least, he's a thief. We know that he's a thief because he stole the code for Facebook from 2 college buddies. We know that. That's already
Yeah.
been documented in court papers. So we know he's a fucking thief, and he's a Zionist thief on top of it. Piece of shit. Those are the big 4, but there's like I just rattled off 10 of them for you. Conspiracies vary, often showing down interviews and claim glitches. Here's another one people talk about. Cardi B. You know who Cardi B is?
The rapper.
Yeah. They say she's a clone. I
What
don't
about
think
when
she
their
is.
eyes go black?
Who?
Have you ever seen when celebrities' eyes they'll randomly go black or
Yeah,
some
they
kind of
glitch. They glitch. Can I say something about that? And I'm going to get in a lot of trouble for saying this. I'm not a doctor, but I will tell you that there is a medical condition, and you can look it up online. It's a condition whereby your eyes go black, and I'm going to tell you the name of it. Give me a second. Cal, talk to people.
So, many celebrities, have been replaced over time. It's as if, once they get in and then they see too much and then they're pretty much blackmailed into um, purveying messages that whoever's in, how should I put this? This is a hard one because
It's really not that difficult. The name given, by the way, just so you know, the name given to when your orbital socket, your eye actually turns black, it's called periorbital. I'm going to get this right. Periorbital hematoma. It's where your entire eye inside turns black, but you can still see and it does not affect your vision. It happens randomly and sporadically to people. It often happens when people are under stress or under a great deal of pressure. It can also occur as a result of a simple migraine headache.
it happens
And
to a
it's
lot
called
of celebrities.
it's called a periorbital hematoma. And it's literally where the whites of your eyes turn black. And it happens. That's the name of it, and it's a real thing. And I'm going to get you Jamie Foxx, and I'm going to get you. Here we go.
Who is playing Jamie Foxx now?
I don't know. We're going to find out. There's another one who people think is Dave Chappelle.
I used to like Dave. He's been flip-flopping.
Here you go. Here's Jamie Foxx now. Let me put this here. Oh my. Here we go. I'll give you something to chew on. Here you go. This ought to put a little hem in your skirt, Cal.
Oh, I can't wait.
Where do you see this? Oh, yeah. It's a good one.
Is it a side-by-side?
Oh, yeah. Big time. Big time side by side. Okay. You're going to love this. We could do a whole show just talking about this one. Jeez. Check this out. This is a Jamie Foxx then and now side by side.
Is it taking a minute to load? There we go. The hairline is higher on the left. Who the hell is this guy on the left?
Well, when you find out, let me know because it's not Jamie Foxx. Not only is his facial structure different, his skin color is different. The hairline is completely different. And the one thing that you cannot ever fix, by the way, just so you know,
The ears
the
and
ears can never be cosmetically altered. They can never be cosmetically altered. Why? Because the ears are so sensitive. Any cosmetic alteration of your ears may give you hearing loss. They can't touch your ears. No surgeon in his right mind would do that anyway. What do you think about that, Cal?
I mean, yeah, wow. I'm just trying to dissect these photos. It's the guy on the left is very close. Like even the chin is just about the same, but Jamie Foxx's chin was actually rounder. Like this guy's really good though.
I'm going to show you something. This will blow your mind. This is for real, by the way. This is a real picture. It has not been altered in any way, shape, or form. And you're going to love this one. We just talked about this young lady. Here you go. Let me go get this, pull this young lady up there for you. Here we go. Here you go. Take a look at this one.
Whoa.
Britney Spears, then and now.
That's her now on the right.
That's her on the right.
Okay.
By the way, the caption under the picture says that these are 5 years apart.
No way.
Well, I'm just reporting the news, brother. I am just reporting the news.
Yeah, that's the
Google
one on the
says
right.
Google says 5 years between photos. That's what it says. You know? Here you go.
Wow.
I got another one for you. Here you go. I got another one for you. Same girl, right? Britney Spears. Okay? Just to show people I'm not making any of this up. There you go.
The smile is definitely different.
The smile is very different because it's two different mouths. Look at the eye color.
Yeah, the folds on the right side are different.
It's a different girl. Completely different. Let's look at Jamie Foxx, look at Brit, and then look at Brit over here. The Britney looks like Britney's mother in this picture, not Britney Spears. You know, she looks like she could be her own mother. She looks like an old woman. She's only 40. How old is she? 40, 41?
Isn't she like in her 50s now?
Cal, I have no idea. Why don't you do this while we're on the air? Find out how old Brit is.
Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm way off, but I'd never really paid attention.
You're probably more right than I am. But this is what we're talking about. They want you to believe that. Here you go. I got
44.
one. I have one that I absolutely know is bullshit. And I know there's a reason I know that. I'm not going to say it, but I know.
She's 44, by the way.
44?
44.
Okay. All right.
I hate how close I actually was. Because that just shows, oh man, now I feel like she was famous in the 90s. The 90s wasn't that long ago.
All right. Well, wait a minute. Here's one for you. Tell me if this is the same guy. We got Britney on standby. I got somebody on standby for you. You're going to love this one. Because this guy's from your generation. You ready?
All right, let's see.
There you go.
You know
who that is?
That's Marshall Mathers on the left, Eminem on the right.
That's allegedly Marshall Mathers. That's allegedly Eminem. I want you to look at the picture on the right. Look at that man's lips and his mouth. Then I want you to look at the picture on the left and look at that man's lips and his mouth.
They're different lips and mouths.
Okay.
Um,
By the way, there's 30, almost 30 years between those two pictures, 28 years between those two pictures. Okay. But I want you to look at something. If that's 28, almost 30 years, then that guy on the right aged awful, awful well for somebody that's pushing 60, because
don't
he will
say
be
that.
about 60 now.
Don't say that. No way.
Well, I'll tell you right now. I'm going to find out right now for you. Let's check his shit out. Here you go. We'll find out.
I guess it's
Why, is it
time.
making you feel old, Cal?
Yeah, I was like, I'm about to check myself into the old.
How do you think I feel looking at you every freaking night? All right.
Well, how do you think I feel looking at me every night?
How old is Eminem? Okay, he's 55.
Oh my God.
All right. He's 55. Smart ass. I told you I was closer. I thought he was 60. He's 55. All right. I was close.
I just can't believe how much time.
Because I know that Eminem has been around since like the mid late 80s. He did that one, the one that big record he did called Slim Shady. That was the
real Slim Shady.
The real Slim Shady, yeah.
Oh, you should have heard his stuff from before he got famous, back when he was like 15.
Dude's I've heard some of it. I've actually heard some of it. Pull this out of here. Okay. But this is what we're talking about. We're talking about cloning, talking about celebrity replacements. That's the biggest one. Why? Why would you want to replace a celebrity? Think about something. We worship celebrities are like gods in this universe, okay? We worship celebrities more so than we worship a deity, God or Allah or Buddha or Jesus or whatever deity you want to throw in the mix there. Okay? Why do we worship them? Because we grew up with them. They've become a part of our life, the fabric of our life.
They influence you.
So Brittany's 46. There you go. Let's see. When you read the ingredients in food products, natural flavors are actually human cells. Yes, we know that. Dolly, when cloning went public. Yep, there you go. And everything he's telling you is absolutely true. Where do you think they get flavoring from?
We're still gonna eat it though.
Do you know, and I'm not telling tales out of school, this is true. In Japan, they use human meat in their hamburgers for McDonald's. In Japan, you are allowed, by law, you are allowed to consume human meat.
Interesting.
And that's why cannibalism in Japan is among the highest in the world. Can I ask you a question? You're a smart guy, right?
Sure.
McDonald's, Kenneth Jarrett Singleton, stay with me because I'm going to blow this kid's mind. Think about something, Cal. McDonald's, they pride themselves on serving billions and billions of burgers every day.
There's not enough cows in the world.
Wait a minute. Hold on a minute. Just hear me out. Just hear me out. No, I'm serious. Just listen to me. They pride themselves in advertising that they serve 68 billion burgers every day. Guess what, my young friend? There aren't enough cattle on planet Earth to create 68 billion burgers. Where is the meat coming from?
Us.
Hello.
People.
Do you want to see what McDonald's burgers look like? I'm going to show you. Cal, I'm going to leave you for a minute. I want you to talk about whatever you want to talk about. I will be back in a moment.
All right. Yeah, getting McDonald's nowadays, I'd stay away. Like all these fast food places, they're poisoning you. They're, adding all these additives, like all their sauces, like it's set to kill you. Like it's over time, it's just food for us, the slave base. While it's pretty sad, actually. Just
All right, I'm back.
oh hey,
I want to show you this, and I'm not making a word of this up. Not a word of it. That, my young friend,
slime.
that is not slime. It is not strawberry ice cream. It is not pink lemonade. It is that is that sludge that you're looking at is coming out of a machine into a cardboard box that is immediately frozen. No, that is immediately rolled, then frozen, flash frozen. They can freeze it in a matter of seconds. Okay. And then it's sliced from a round tube, it's sliced into quarter-inch burgers. Okay? That's what you're eating in a McDonald's burger.
That's disgusting.
It's absolutely disgusting. And if you think that I'm in any way, shape, or form kidding you, I absolutely am not. I promise you, I am not.
What about the chicken?
The chicken, you don't even want to know. We did a show, Amelia and I did a show several months back that exposed McDonald's because we said what you're eating might be eating you. And that's exactly kind of this. Here it is right here. Here it is. This is the chicken McNuggets. Where do you see this? It's so yummy. Wait, you're going to go out and get yourself some nuggets right after this, Cal.
Probably.
Oh, yeah. You ready? Chicken McNuggets.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's the shit that you're eating, chicken McNuggets.
All white meat.
It's meat. Let me tell you what's in it. Okay, you ready?
Go ahead.
Eyes, lips, beaks, fur, bone, and the internal part of the chicken. What
so
they
it actually
do,
is chicken.
They kill all the male chickens. They kill all the male chickens because the male chickens are of no good to them. Because male chickens do not lay eggs and they do not reproduce. Okay? What do you call a male chicken?
Rooster? No.
Hello.
No.
Exactly what it is. A male chicken's a rooster. A rooster has only one purpose: to crow in the morning and wake your ass up. That's it. You can eat a rooster, but it's very tough meat. It's not like a female bird. The male is much tougher to eat.
Wow.
People don't think about that. Have you ever listened to the interview with Rabbi Finkelstein? He literally talks about kidnapping American children and feeding them. Yes, I did. I played that interview on the show, Kenneth. I played it on the show, and I also had Lord Rothschild on the show via videotape, talking about how he eats children. You can't make this up. They consume people for power. They believe it gives them immortality to consume, especially children.
I mean, not technically immortality. It's just the adrenalized blood. They consume that and the feces and all that to try to make themselves look young.
I will tell you that they believe they will live forever. I will tell you that that's what they believe. We have, boy, we got, you know what, Cal? Let's do this. We're going to call this part one, Rise of the Clones, part one. We got to do right now, folks, because I know I'm already getting Rise of the Clones, part two. Cal, we have to do part two because we
What
have just run out of time in part one, and we're not even halfway there yet.
what's part 3 going to be called?
Um,
Revenge of the what?
we're going to call it Big Cal's Revenge. That's what we're going to call it. I'll tell you what, we have, man, this is just the tip. Just the tip. There's so much to talk about. Next week, folks, we have a compelling couple of shows on Monday and Tuesday. And I have some special guests coming in from the world of entertainment, show business, television, and film. Going to introduce you to some friends of mine that make movies, that star in movies and make records, and you buy their records and you play their music, and I'm going to have them come on my show. I'm not going to tell you who they are right now. I'll tell you next week. I'll make you wait a week.
Aww.
But we are going to do next week how the movies and The Simpsons predicted the future. I found out how the Simpsons are able to predict the future. And it's, believe it or not, it's a simple thing that they did. Smart move. I'll give it away now. The Simpsons have a psychic on staff. The Simpsons have a psychic that helps write their shows. I'm not even making a word of this up. I am not making a word of this up.
Did they
I'm not
predict?
making a word of it.
Was the psychic able to see how the show would like turn to complete crap?
I don't know about that, but I know that they were accurately able to predict Charlie Kirk's assassination, the attempted assassination of Donald Trump, the turn of events of Erica Kirk. They're playing that one. They're going to play that one big time. You watch. I'm going to let them deal with it because I'm not going to touch Erica Kirk. I wouldn't touch that subject matter if you paid me $1,000 a minute to do it. I wouldn't do it. But we will talk next week about the technological and ethical warnings given us by film. Some of those films include Gattaca, The China Syndrome, Minority Report, The Net. One of my
Fire
favorites.
in the Sky.
Fire in the Sky. Yep. Among others. War Games, one of my favorites. Your buddy Eddie was in it. Our friend Eddie Deason, The Truman Show, Contagion, Idiocracy, 2001 Space Odyssey, just to name a few.
Actually,
The Terminator, Ex Machina.
Have you ever seen Songbird?
I actually have Songbird.
I've been trying to get my hands on that.
Well, you can probably get it. Let me see. Hold on. Have you been online to look?
I mean, of course I can pirate it all day, but I want to buy the
No, but
physical
hold on a minute.
because they tried to bury that movie.
Where can I purchase a copy of Songbird, the film? Okay. You can get it on DVD, Blu-ray, and you can get it on DVD. And believe it or not, they have it available on VHS.
What?
They have it available on DVD, Blu-ray, and VHS. I'm not shitting. I am not making this up. It's also available on Apple TV, iTunes for purchase, Fandango at home, and Amazon Prime Video.
I had no idea. Back in the day, you couldn't find it.
Well, it's everywhere now, brother.
Oh, man. But who's watching? That's the question. You know, if people aren't watching, they'll never realize that everything was staged. Like, you know, how is it that the movie about a virus called COVID-23 came out in 2020? It took them maybe, what, a year, 2 years to produce the movie. So they knew what the fuck was happening.
Somebody tipped them off, of course. There's another one that you might want to check out while you're on Amazon Prime. It's called Snake Eyes. Let me tell you what Snake Eyes is about. Nicolas Cage, and Nicolas Cage plays a guy. The character, you're going to love this. The character's name in the film is Charles Kirkland. Charlie Kirkland. The guy who shoots Charlie Kirkland, his name is Tyler, the executioner. Well, who did they say executed Charlie Kirk? A guy named Tyler. Total bullshit, total scapegoat, part of the psyop. Charlie Kirk's alleged death and assassination was a complete psyop. This Charlie Kirk is as dead as you are. Okay? You know? People don't, they want to believe it, believe it. You don't want to believe it, don't believe it. But guess what? It's not going to change the truth. Anyway, my friend Cal, I am going to let you go, brother. We have to say goodnight to these folks. Folks, until we see you again, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise, we will be with you Monday and Tuesday next week. And we're going to delve deep into how the movies accurately predicted the future and government psyops.
That one's going to be great.
We're going to get into that one in a big way. Until we do, for Big Cal, I am the Mad Dog. Take care, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.